Hello, hello. It's Tracy from Mindless Crafting and
Bill.
he said that like he's super excited, but I think he's excited. I think he's just as excited as I am. Today we're continuing our series, part three, creating a junk journal. We're going to be adding the signatures to our journals. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Just welcoming y'all into this third session. Thank you so much for hanging with us this week. It's been a wonderful and fun week. So let's see who's there. Y'all come on in because we're going to get started pretty quickly on this. So, in part one, we went ahead and created our cover with the spine, and I showed y'all how to do that. I will be adding every video in this series, every live. I'll be adding it to a playlist and putting it in the description, so you'll be able to see or go back and look, especially if you're just joining us today. So hello to y'all. We have been going live at 12 noon every day. I'm just going to adjust my camera a little bit, y'all. Try not to make y'all dizzy over here. Um, so yeah, I'll make sure to put that in there. So for today, this is what we're doing. Part three, creating a junk journal, adding the signatures to your journal. Um, so if you're tuning in today, go ahead and look at part one and part two. It will help you as far as the junk journals. I've been reading about them and kind of looking to see, because everyone's been saying, well, what is a junk journal? It basically is whatever you want it to be. For me, it's going to kind of be a journey. This is my first one. You can put all sorts of things. You can capture memories. You can put photos. You can put your goals and things you want to do in life. You can, just like how we used to write in diaries, at least I did, you can write out certain things that you're feeling. We are journaling positive words. So for me, we're talking about uh, just positive words and what those words mean. And so I'm using our new stamp set from Mindless Crafting, Words to Inspire and Words of Hope. So y'all have been really um, excited about this stamp set, just as excited as I am. This is for those of you who have been asking, this is a 6x8 stamp set. So it's not the same size as one of our regular stamp sets. Um, our regular stamp sets are 4x6. So this is what the comparison looks like. So yeah, just to let y'all know that. So yeah, we're really excited about this. We're going to go ahead and get started. So today, we're going to learn how to put our signature pages, right, into the spine. Okay, so we have these. We're going to do 3 of these. So just imagine, just for visual, they're like this. I just have these clips holding them together for right now. And they're going to go into the journal like this to create our pages. So this is what it's going to look like. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to take my time with this process, because once you have this part done, now you get to put in your junk journal whatever it is you want. So this is one of the most important parts right here, is getting that in there. So what you're going to need some kind of a stronger string or twine, whatever, to sew it in. So I have this needle, right? I don't even know what size needle this is, but I'm going to use it because this is what I had in my stash, right? I wouldn't use something that's real pointy. So you're going to need that. You're also going to need some kind of pokey tool, something that you can poke holes, because we're going to be poking holes into the spine here in order to add our signature pages. Okay, so let's see what y'all are saying before we start this. Yeah, that's a big needle, Penny. Ah, Margie, you said you don't have none of that, but I bet you can find something around the house where you can actually uh, improvise, right? Yep, you can improvise.
You know what? A lot of people have been posting in the Mindless Champion group what they've done, and it's been quite remarkable. Quite remarkable.
Yes, it has. I'm really excited for y'all. Just because, once you get this part down, no, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, okay, this is fun. I already want to make another one. So I do have a prototype that I've been working on, just kind of getting these things together to practice for the actual live. So let me show you the one I did yesterday. I was doing the smaller one. I did this off camera because I want to make sure that everything comes out like with the measurements. And so here is what it looks like bound together.
Patricia Ross is asking a good question. Can we staple? Technically, your craft room, your rules.
I don't, well, you're talking about stapling this into the binder. I'm using a different technique. I'm sure that I'm not sure, but it possibly may have been done. So I don't know the answer to that question.
I bet if you got a power stapler, not one of those basic kid staplers, I bet you could do it.
I guess, I mean, it's possible. I mean, if you go through here, but for now, I'm just going to do this technique. So if someone tries that with the stapling technique, please share it in the group to let us know.
Roger Ryan is asking, can you glue?
I'm not using that technique right now, so I don't know. But you try it and see. So the technique I'm using, I'm sure people have glued stuff together to make spines. I know there's different spine techniques, but the one that we're doing today is going to be with this right here. Okay, so this is just what that one looks like, and that's what it looks like on the top. And then I could go back and add, I have room to add stuff in here. So this is the smaller one that I was working on. Look how cute it looks. And so we're not even getting to the decorating yet, right? So I have this to work with, which is nice. So I'm really excited about that. So let's go ahead and start this because I know y'all are really anxious to start on yours. Continue to post in the group. I love seeing all those pictures, and it makes me feel like Tracey's teaching is actually I'm teaching so that y'all can understand, and it looks like y'all are getting it. So I'm so glad. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. What you're going to need is a separate piece of paper, right? That is, you can use scrap paper or whatever you have. That's the same size as your spine, right? So we're going to use this because we want to make sure that we're lining up the holes, where to punch the holes. So that's all this is for. It's like a template for where the holes will go. And so it matches exactly the length of the spine right there. Okay, so what you're going to do, and this is what I'm doing because I don't like to measure, I'm going to fold this in half. And remember, I have to get three signatures in here. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 holes. And you'll see in a moment, just stick with me. Okay, so I need some holes that are going to go in the center, right? So I'm only doing this because I want the center point of this. That's the only reason why I'm folding it like this. I need to know where my center is. Then I'm going to have another 3 holes on this side here, right? So I want to know, I want them to be evenly spaced. And you can take a ruler and measure everything out. I'm just doing it like this in case there's some people like me who don't really like the whole measurement thing, right? And then this one right here for where we're going to put the 3rd signature. Okay, I'm just matching it up against the line here. Let me use my little bone folder here. This is probably the most I've used my bone folder in a while.
Good.
And don't worry if this gets mashed up. This is just a template. Just a template. Okay. So you want to have a top and a bottom. You need to remember what is the top of this and what is the bottom, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I need my holes to match up and be lined up together. I want one of my signatures to be, let's start with the middle, right here, right? I want one of them to be right here, and I want one of them to line up right here. So those look pretty straight, right? I'm eyeballing it, y'all, right? So I want one close to the top. Then we have the one that we want in the middle and one at the bottom. So I'm going to put, this looks right about good to me. But like I said, if you want to use your ruler, then you go ahead and use your ruler. Okay. And you might not understand why I'm doing this yet, but you'll understand in a moment. This is going to be our midpoint here. It looks pretty good to me. I'm pretty good at eyeballing it, but many of you might not be as, you might say, you know what, I need to use my ruler and get the exact measurements. You can do that too. Okay, so let's see. Let's get our stuff threaded right now. Just for right now, we're going to... Now, I was looking at one of, there's a tutorial and she's really good. I'm going to share it in the description. I can't remember her name, but she's so good. And her explanation is excellent. What she does is she just measures like 3 times the spine. Okay, so just like this for measuring her thread. 1, 2, and 3, the size of the spine to measure out her thread. And so it's okay if you're a little bit longer. It's okay. You could always cut it down. We'll see if this works, right? So this is about how much thread you need for your binder.
What type of thread is that?
This is actually more of a twine-like. It's really strong. It's kind of a smooth rope. I got this at, I got it at Goodwill. Yeah. So it's pretty strong. It's almost like a string.
Someone was asking, can you use a vinyl thread?
I'm not sure. Is it pretty strong?
It was to Live and Craft LA.
I mean, I don't know, but is it strong? I don't know what a vinyl thread is.
Vinyl seems like it'd be strong.
I mean, you know what vinyl thread is?
The only thing I can think of is, remember those things when we used to make those keychains when we were kids?
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so once we get this in place, we need to start poking some holes. Okay, so let's see. Okay, see how this is right now? The reason why I said you need to have that top and bottom, right? You see how we're going to line this up now in the spine? This is where you want to poke your holes. So let me turn this over because I want the holes to come this way. Top and bottom. You see that? This will help you line up your holes. So are y'all getting this? Just hoping that y'all are. I'm not looking at the comments because I just want to make sure in case y'all need me to clarify something. Okay, so this is the top, this is the bottom, and we're going to start poking our holes, right? So I'm using this because I can poke into, this is my mat, and I want it to kind of just go right through pretty easily. And I'm just holding it like this, and I'm going to just kind of poke through here. Okay, I'm just going to poke through here again. I'm just holding my paper in place because this is a really important part. I want this a little bit wider, and the reason why is because I want that needle to get through here. I know that needle's a little bit thicker, but I'm improvising, y'all.
That's the pokey tool, right?
This is the pokey tool, yep. Yep, there we go. And I'm just using my self-healing mat underneath. Now, when I did the other one, I didn't use a self-healing mat. I just kind of held the paper in place and it went through okay. Just don't poke your finger, y'all. Okay, so I'm just holding this really good, poking the holes in here. So I need 9 holes to get that signature in there.
If you were doing this for a guy and he like fishing or something, it'd be interesting to use a very thick fishing line like you use for deep sea fishing.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Put the manly touch on it.
Okay, y'all, you see how I'm doing here? This is only my second time doing this. Okay, let's look at this now. See how you have your holes there now? And if I want to go back and kind of make them wider, I can. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Let's go ahead and look at this. All right, so if I want to do it wider, because I know I want that needle to get through there. These lined up pretty good. Watch your finger at the back if you're doing like I'm going to be doing. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. Look at that. Using that little template. Okay, now we're going to move this off to the side for a minute because we have to now do our signatures, right? We want to make sure these are lined up good. Let's see. That one is out of place. Let's make sure we got these lined up the way we need them to be. I got some on the top, some on the bottom. Just want to make sure that these are all lined up. Okay. Now, do y'all see what I'm doing here? I'm going to be very careful in doing this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to kind of fold this over like this. I want these to be able to make it all the way through. Let's see, right here. Kind of finding that center point here. So I'm lining it up right near the spine there. So what are they saying, babe? Anything?
What size needle do I need to use?
I don't know what size this is.
Something big
but I
enough to make
wouldn't
the
use
hole.
one that's real pointy like. I wouldn't use one that's like really pointy.
You don't want...
I'm not even sure what this needle is called. I noticed when people are using them in the videos, they're not using the real pointy one. And I was like, oh, I think I got one of these in my stash. So this was actually in my stash.
Well, obviously one big enough to get the thread through. Chances are you probably wouldn't use nothing as big as this. You know?
Well, needle size, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is right on the spine here, I need to mark this so that I know everything is lined up, right? I'm going to take this, and you might have a different way of doing it. You'll find out what your technique is. You see where the hole is already here? I'm going to take this, and I'm going to mark it. So I'm just trying to find my little center here. Maybe right here, right? Maybe right around here, and right around here, right on the spine. Okay. Let's see if I did that right. So I'm just using this pen. I'm okay. I want y'all to be able to see this. That's why I'm not marking in pencil. Okay. See this right here? Y'all still with me?
Oh, they're with you. Everyone's talking about needles, yarn,
okay, good.
Different types. Tasha was wondering when the next stamp set was coming out. This sort of thing.
Yeah, we're going to do this right now. Tasha, I got to stay focused on this one right here. I can't talk about stamp sets or anything. I just got to focus on this right here. Okay, so let's do the other one now. Top to bottom. So I'm kind of coming in the right space. Now, if you want to measure, like I said, if you think you have an easier way of doing this, or makes it easier for you, go ahead and do it. I just want to show you what my technique would kind of look like. if I was doing this. All right. Right there. The true test will come when we try to put these into our booklet.
Where did you buy your mat at, Tracey?
That was, you know what? That may have been a gift. I think one of my crafty friends may have sent me that mat, but you can actually get that
Amazon?
on Amazon. It's the I think you can. This is a Spellbinders piercing mat. Spellbinders piercing mat. Okay, let's finish this off here. Okay. And so as I'm doing, y'all see how quiet I am, right?
Mary Slashes Paint wants me to tell you, Bill, please tell Tracey that she's doing great and we're cheering her.
Oh, nice. Love it. Thank you so much. Because this could have been a recorded video, but you know what? I just want to, I think the interaction is good. Just trying to show y'all that you can do this live. Okay. And not only that, that I'm going to do it live, and that means y'all can do it behind the scenes, right? Okay, so I think that was the major. Now, the thing is, you do not want to shift this once you start poking your hole. So let's get our pokey tool again, right? And now we're going to go through here and poke the holes. Poke the holes right all the way through, right? See that? Poking it all the way through. You don't want to shift these because you want them to stay in the same place. That's why I have these clips. Now, I would actually use bigger clips if you have them, or use the chip clips maybe. I don't know if those would work, you know, for the chip bags and stuff. So I'm just going right through here, holding this in place because this is going to be the holes where we actually sew it all together. So you don't want to be shifting this. You want this to be very, very still because we need to get that needle through it.
Oh, by the way, Pam Purvis says self-healing mats are available at craft and fabric stores.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam.
Oh, yeah, they're at, oh, yeah, they definitely. But for those of you that like to shop online, right? HobbyLobby.com. Michaels.com, right? Okay, so we got that one. We got one more to do. Look, y'all, I'm being gentle with my papers. This is a very gentle part of the project, right? Gently moving these over. Gently. Just so they stay in place here. Okay, let's poke our hole here. It's okay that this doesn't have a hole there. It's still going to be able to hang on in there. Right? The center one will hold this in. So you see I'm above that right there. It's okay.
So you're saying technically if you just get the center, it will actually hold, but the other two just create a bit more stability.
Well, no, the shorter paper doesn't have a hole poke through it.
Okay.
So on the top, if it comes up a little short, you might be above it. It's okay. Or if you want, just move your stuff closer if you want. I just like that whole thing with them being further apart. See, I'm wiggling that around. I really want y'all to give this a try. It takes a little bit of time, but it's so well worth it. Okay, poking it through there. Be careful of those fingers in the back, y'all. I don't want to see no cuts and abrasions posted in the group.
I used to have an arm.
Tracey in that junk journal. Okay, so we got our holes in there. Okay, so now we've got this like that. Now, y'all, as Bill would say, now we're going to start putting these in. So it just depends on what order you want these to be in. I think I'm going to start with, let's see, start with this one right here in the center. Okay, we're going to start with the hole that's right in the center here. Okay, got our thread. I'm going to pull this a little bit more. This is going to seem just a little bit awkward to y'all right now, but it's okay. Wait a minute, did I even poke my hole in that? Look, I didn't even poke my hole in this one, y'all. No wonder it wouldn't go through. Let's see.
All right, we're gonna make it work.
Right, we're gonna make it work. Y'all are seeing it in real time. Barbara, you're late, but you made it.
I always say whatever time you show up is the time that you're supposed to be here.
Yep, go back and watch the replay if you need a little bit of a recap. Go keep watching those other videos. You might not get it in one watch, but pause it and play it again if you need to, right?
You know, it's good to see that it happen like this because some people may have experienced this, and you can say, "Hey, mine can go all the way through."
Right, or that's the
so
part.
What do I do?
That's the part where I gave up. You know. Right now, if you want your binding to be closer to the center, I mean, you can do that too. So it's just up to you. But with me, this being my second journal or binding the journal, I'm good to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to put this. You see how the holes are on that side there? I'm going to try to put this in. I'm going to start in the center here and work my way out. Okay, so you want to take your needle.
You're going to make this happen.
Put this right through here. You see that went through pretty easily. That's good.
Once you get the middle one, everything else falls in place.
It does. You want to leave this part out here a little bit because you want to have a place to tie, right? So now when you do that, you're going to want to go right through the middle here. Once I get that first one in, I'm good to go. Okay.
Just think about the early bookmakers. Before they really had machines and stuff, they went through this.
Okay, so just like that. Now I'm going to pull my thread through here. I just want to make sure that I've got it through before I start pulling. And as you do more of these, you get better. Okay, so now I've got that part in, right? I'm going to take this and go through this hole right here. This is the top, right? I'm going to go through this hole right here. Right? Okay, so now you want to get through that hole, and then you want to get through the whole of your pages. Oh, let me make sure y'all can see this. See that? Bend that back a little bit for you. Be careful of your fingers, right?
Can you all see what she's doing?
See that? I'm going right through the top there. Now, don't worry that this is kind of shaky right now. Make sure you have enough string to pull this, to hold it. And I'm going to pull this all the way through now. Let's go ahead and get that through. Pulling, pulling, pulling. And I need enough to tie off. All right. Right there. You got that?
Yes. Diane 57 says yes.
Okay. Well, Diane says yes, then we're good to go, right? Okay, now we're going to take this, we're going to skip by the middle hole, come this way, right? We're going to push through.
So for the sewers like Diane 57, this is
a piece of cake for y'all sewers, right? We're going to skip this part. I'm not worried about all the wrinkles and stuff. I'm just not worried about it. My biggest thing is getting this through. Okay, showing y'all the technique. And so now, do you see this hole right here? I may have needed to be up a little bit more, but I'll know that for the next one. See, I'm not stressing about that. I'll know it for the next one. Okay, so I'm pulling this so that it stays nice and tight, right? I think I'm okay removing my clip for right now. I don't want this to pull through that hole. And now I'm going to go in. We're still working on the center. And you see where I'm going with this, y'all? right back in through the middle.
Nikki Creation says, I love how you go step by step. It makes it so much easier to learn. I appreciate it so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Well, I'm trying to learn myself too, so I want to make sure that I'm going back, just kind of going over this. That's why we're doing 3 of these. Okay. So I'm just kind of trying to show y'all at the same time while I do this. So I'm going back through the middle, and I'm going to tighten everything up in a bit. And I'm just finding where I'm going through here. Let's see, right there, through my original hole right there. And coming through here, up through the center here. Can y'all hear me smiling? Can y'all hear me smiling? Okay, so this is for the first one. Let me unthread that. Actually, you know what you want? Before you unthread it, I needed to pull this around here just to kind of lock this in place like this, just to kind of lock everything in place. And now I'm going to knot it. And you see, I have enough thread, which is good. I've got enough to tie this off just a little bit.
Here's an interesting comment.
Let me knot it again.
Mirror Splashes Paint says that Hobby Lobby sells in the leather section an item to wax your thread so you can draw and pull it through. Only about $3.
Oh, okay.
If you were having
Nice.
trouble, that might be something that can aid you.
Nice. Can y'all take a deep breath with me? Woo!
Diane 57 says she thinks she can do that on a sewing machine.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh, yeah. If you can do this on a sewing machine, good to go.
I can't even sew cloth on a sewing machine.
This is what the spine looks like so far. Okay. So that was number 1. Let's go ahead and get the other ones in.
Good.
Because I really want y'all to get this, I really want y'all to get this. Because once this part is done, it's like, oh, I can start putting my stuff in my book and getting it all set up. 1. I'm just measuring again, y'all. 2. So you want 3 times the length of this, right?
Dorothy Willis says, hi, neighbor. I watched previous videos. Now I'm caught up.
Oh, nice. Nice. Let me go ahead and I may as well measure out for the 3rd one too, right? Measure in advance. See, I could have done this off camera, but I don't want to do it off camera because I want y'all to see every step. I want y'all to see some of the little struggles, if there are any little struggles, but it's all a process and the outcome is going to be awesome.
Barbara Barbara says, yes, I've been wanting to try this type of binding, but wasn't sure about doing it, but now I know I'll be doing this.
I'm good. I hope I didn't make it look too hard. Because everyone tries to make everything look so like graceful and stuff. And I don't know. Maybe as I get along, start doing some of the other ones, it'll be a little bit more graceful. Maybe if I'm not doing it off camera, it'll look more graceful too.
But I think that's because we look at the end result and you see this junk journal looks so amazing. And you're looking at it in totality, and you just become mesmerized and say, "Oh my God!" And you bombard your own mind with all of your own supposed inadequacies instead of just breaking that thing down step by step in small chunks and then put it together your way.
Okay, so now let's go ahead and do this front one here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this in. We're gonna start in the middle again, y'all. And I'm just going to push this through first. Look, when I get to do my 10th or 11th junk journal, I'm going to be But can you see using this for other techniques? Whether like it's something that you only want to just do like a smaller booklet and you can sew it together. I can see this for the same technique for other things. Okay, so how many people do we have watching today?
104.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, I looked on Etsy too, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm starting in the center. I'm running this through right through here. It's okay if it's loose. Just get it through. Focus on getting it through there. Okay, you could always tighten it up later. Just making sure y'all can see this on camera. Okay. All right, so we're going to go up to the top again. Let me find the center here. Make sure I don't pull the string all the way through. All right, you want to make sure that at least stays there.
It's great to see this though, because one thing I was telling Tracey this morning is that in the past we've talked about junk journals. Tracey used to say, "Bill, I need you to make a junk journal," and I would say, "Junk journal? What in the world is that?" Then I would look at some of the junk journals and immediately say, "Oh my God! Not only
Like, no.
do I don't think I can't do that, I have no idea what it is I'm looking at." And when I look at what Tracey's doing, I told her this morning, I said, "Tracey, I said, the way you're explaining this, I feel like I can do this." I said, and I'm realizing it's just no matter how difficult the craft is, it's just a step-by-step
It's a process, yeah.
process.
And I'm enjoying sewing this in because I know, like, once I get these in, I could decorate this however I want. So I got the top in now. I'm going to skip past the middle and go to this end part. And I'm kind of pulling it tight now. I'm kind of finding my way, y'all. Seriously, I'm finding my way and finding what works for me and feels good to me in getting these in.
Delicia says she sees some journal makers use a paper clip on the loose end of the string. I guess to make sure it doesn't get away.
Oh, okay, okay. I can see that. Yep, that's a good technique. Oh, let me make sure I pull this through so I don't lose my way here. Okay. See, we got that. I'm pulling it again to tighten it up. This is coming out good. I'm really happy with the way this whole process is going.
Renee Neighbor says, "I love doing things like this with my granddaughter. After watching you and seeing how to do things and showing her, she tells me I am so smart."
Oh.
So that's the real reason. I'm just kidding. I showed her how to watch you and she's hooked now.
Oh, nice. I am so glad about that. Now, if you're having trouble here and finding your way, just flip this open like this and find wherever that hole is again. Because you don't have to pull it real tight. Find out where that hole is and then push it right through. So I'm starting to feel more comfortable with this, y'all. Seriously, starting to feel more comfortable. Okay. Okay, now, once again, I was supposed to actually pass my needle through here and pull this tight, but that's okay. Okay, pulling that tight. Get that in there, y'all. I'm on my way to getting my junk journal nice and set up so I can start crafting inside of it, journaling, putting in my positive words. Okay. People are probably like, Tracey had to be insane to think she's gonna do this live. Y'all been praying for me, that's why. Okay. All right, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And we still got another one to put in. Now, if this is bothering you, or if it's bothering me, I can always cut this down if I want, because guess what? It's your junk journal. I can cut that down. Yep. But I've seen some that have stuff sticking all out of it and just everywhere. So now we got one more to do. One more signature to put inside. So before I start that one, let me get a sip of coffee.
That's something I would do.
Oh my goodness. To all the new people that are tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who we got here. Margie is in the house. Karen Hankerson. Hey, y'all. And I didn't get, a lot of y'all have written me. This is probably the most private messages on Instagram,
From
just on
every
this video, this whole series itself. Y'all are like, Tracey, keep going. I'm going to try this. And that's my biggest thing. A lot of y'all are saying, I'm going to give this a try. Try it out and see if it's something you would love to do. I think you're going to be amazed at how you're going to like doing this. Carmina said, Bill, did you read my comment?
Let me go look. Hey guys, a lot of comments are slipping through. Oh, Carmina says, are you going to make one live? I don't know, Carmina. I'm thinking it's so much involved that I will probably do something behind the scenes, and as it completes, maybe in stages, just kind of show you in between little gaps.
I can help you.
I don't want to do the whole thing live. It'll be too time consuming. Another thing we were talking about this morning is that even though this is a 5-part series and it's happening in 5 days, in all honesty, I see how a junk journal is something that it manifests itself over time. I may want to spend a week on just one page.
Mm-hmm. Wanda Lewis had a good comment.
Who?
Wanda Lewis. She had a really good comment.
On here?
Now. Yeah, she
Wanda, let me find you.
She said that something about the pages that are sticking out. You can put lace on them, and now they got pretty lace sticking out of the edges. Good idea. See? Good idea. Maybe some ruffled lace. DB Wallace. Hey, DB. Overhang creative opportunity. Yes, it is. With
exactly.
There you go. Thank you for reminding me.
That's a good one. Debbie Wallace.
Anna, thank you so much. She said Tracey has a sweet crafting heart. Well, I love the craft, and I love to teach. And so when I see y'all posting all that stuff in the group, all y'all are crafting along like the whole week, it just makes me feel so good.
Marianne LaPaz says, I want to make one, but I'm scared to start one. Marianne, go
that was me.
To the first video. And that's the only one to focus on, how to make the cover. That's it. Don't look at nothing
first.
else.
Right. Do that first. Don't do the whole. Yeah, just do that part first.
Once you've done that to your satisfaction, then watch the second one.
Yep.
You don't have to digest all this stuff immediately. Just enjoy the process.
Yep. But I know I wanted to decorate one. It took a while, but hey, for the new year 2020, I'm going to go for it, okay? And I'm taking y'all with me on the journey. And I'm doing it live, which is a little bit more bold, but I know y'all are so forgiving anyway. Okay, so we got our last one to put in here, y'all.
You're moving right along.
We're going to put our last one in.
Look how neat it looks.
And I didn't measure. So imagine if I had measured, So but
it
came out pretty good without the measuring.
I like that you have a lot of room in between for growth, but as you got better with the binding technique, you might even put more signature items in there.
Yeah, and I'll be adding stuff in here too, gluing little pockets in and envelopes and little tuck spots, and it's going to be a lot of stuff going in here. Okay, so we're going to start again in the middle, right? Make sure that this doesn't come unthreaded, and we're going to go ahead and poke it through that middle there. Everyone's like, what kind of needle am I using? For you sewers, what am I using? What needle is this? I found it in my stash. Tapestry needle. Thank you, Anna and Penny. See, this is why I love my crafty family. It's a tapestry needle.
Someone really zeroed in on the needle.
I don't even know where
I'm going to tell you who it was.
Oh, they did? Okay. I didn't read that comment, so I want to make sure, because someone just asked.
It was Anna Daughtery.
Oh, yeah, Anna.
Only.
She's right there.
It's a 6 centimeter or 2.56 inches or something like that. The medium tapestry needle.
Yeah, this happened to be in my stash, so I was like, oh, I'm going to use this. Even though the needle in the video that I had watched did not, that video did not use this particular size needle, but it used something similar. So I was like, this is what I got, so I'm going to use it.
Debbie Wallace says, really looking forward to seeing the embellishment of the pages. That's where most of the fun part.
That's
to see
going to
what
be the
other
fun
characters
part.
do. So that's where the action happens.
Well, you know what? You're not going to be able to embellish every single page, but we could do some things because this would turn into easily a 100-part series.
Right, you just keep coming back to this book.
Yeah, I think I'm do some little junk journal nuggets or whatever to just kind of show y'all some stuff. It may be months. Oh no, I'll be doing it before that.
Because no. What I'm saying, you may all of a sudden it may.
Oh yeah, it may take months to do this.
Say, oh my God! A burst of inspiration on a couple of pages. Then in September.
Well, I'm going to be writing a lot too, babes. Because remember, this is one of those journals that I want to like be kind of thoughts and things that I like and inspiration. I mean, why not take the time to do something for yourself? You know? So you see, I'm pulling this a little bit tighter, becoming a little bit more confident in
your technique,
in threading this together, right? I'm turning the book now, and I'm going in this last hole here.
Dorothy Willis is asking, can I use an owl instead of a tapestry needle?
A who?
An owl, AWL. I'm thinking if you can think of it, chances are.
A lot of people had said that too. I saw a lot of people posting that. So you see how this is a little bit hard to get through here?
Yes.
So I'm just going to kind of find my way, find the hole again. It's still loose, so I can kind of find my hole. There it is. And then right through there. That last part right there. Yeah, and you can give yourself, 20, 30 minutes to work in your book, right? Just give yourself the time to do something that you love doing. I think we get caught up in the day that we just keep going, and we don't take a moment for ourselves to do something. And that's where I think with the words and stuff, putting the words in there and writing about them, writing something every day and just little thoughts. I'm a thinker, y'all, so this helps. And sometimes when I go back and look at my words, I'm just like, wow, I wrote that?
Oh, okay. So an owl, what I was saying is owl. Carol Burton said it's pronounced all.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
Carol. I saw that, like crawl. I thought when you said owl, I was like, what's an owl?
Pass the owl.
That came right off the needle again, y'all. Ooh. I did it again. I'm like, get an owl. I'm like, huh? Y'all are funny. Okay, so I'm going to tie my little knot here.
Cam Pearl says, hey, an old-fashioned ice pick can be used to poke holes.
You know what? It sure can. See?
So the bottom line is...
That's what I'm talking about.
Whenever you need to get the job done...
Just get it done.
Get it done.
Okay. Here we go.
Take the prong from an old beat-up Afro pick. See, a lot of you guys don't know what that is, but I used to have one when I was a kid. Please. The prongs used to always fall out, so that'd been perfect at that time.
Okay, let's go ahead and remove this clip. And y'all, look at that. Look at that, y'all. Get her done.
Dan 57 said, yep, it would.
Look at that.
See, Diane 57 remembers the Afro pick. Back in the day when I had the 17-inch Afro instead of the bald head that I now have. Delicious laughing. She says, I have a fro, so I know.
Exactly. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. Ta-da! Like Karen said. Exactly, Karen. I don't think that took a whole lot of time, though, So now you can, if you want to, I kind of like the way this looks, but I might end up covering it up. We'll see. As because one of the things we're going to do in this 5-part is we're going to work on the outside cover. And we're going to be stamping some words also. So I'm just jotting down little notes to myself. the outside cover, stamping some words on the inside, and I might show y'all how to do some pockets because I want to make sure that we get everything you need to start yours. So I think once you have this right here, you basically game on. You can do just about whatever you want with that. Look at that. Oh, love it.
I like the distress part.
Look at all of this stuff. This is just space for creativity.
I love the distress part, Tracy. It makes the book look
Dorothy
like it's been
Willis
hanging
says,
around.
"Can you go over the steps of threading the needle through the signatures? It looks like you start in the middle, then thread through the bottom, and thirdly the top. I will, however, go back and view." Yeah, go back and watch, Dorothy. Go back and watch. I did start in the middle. So if you're just joining, watch the replay. And yeah. And I do this 3 times, so yeah. But look at all of this stuff, y'all. I got spots to tuck stuff in. Oh my goodness. I don't know if y'all understand how excited I am right now. I think y'all do. Pam. Thank you, Pam. Pam said, "Great job, Tracy. You did it." Whew. Look, Pam, y'all, I'm wiping my brow right now, okay?
You're sweating. She's sweating, y'all.
And here's why. The reason why I'm wiping my brow. It's not because I wasn't sure whether I could do it or not. It was to make sure that I'm teaching it clear enough, even in the struggle, so that y'all can understand it. So when you're in your craft space, say, "Oh, Tracy, she struggled a little bit with trying to get that thread through, but she still made it work," right? So that's really what I'm talking about, So we're gonna have a lot of fun doing this. This is the one I'll be working on this one too. But like I said, if you don't want to start with a bigger one, start with something small. Even a soap box would work because it has that same kind of outline on it. We're gonna work on tomorrow. We're gonna work on the outside pages. The outside of the cover. And then we're going to start stamping some words. Many of you have gotten your orders in for your words. If you just write your words in it, we're focusing on positive words right now, right? Even you have embellishments that you've made. If you see some embellishments that you like and you're like, "Oh, I got to use these and put them on my, I can use these for my cover," you can do that, right? It's just so much you can do. So it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna put some lace. I'll probably use some of the stuff that I have. I'm not going to buy anything. You can look around the house and see what you have as far as some of this. If you want to kind of put some stuff on here, these are the pearls from Dollar Tree. You can use that. If you want to cover up some of the other stuff here, let me just.
So you're going to do all that stuff tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do some, I think it'd be nice to show them what I do to cover the spine maybe, right, for tomorrow. Just some things I'm thinking about doing. Yeah, so start pulling some stuff together. Now, y'all, I went to my mother's house yesterday. Let me just show y'all. And I don't really have like a whole lot of magazines like I used to back in the day. My mother has magazines. So I went and started cutting some stuff. We were trying to get her phone line back up again. And while we were trying to do that and get her modem working again, because her house, the storm struck her. Did it strike her house? It must have. It's throughout the phone line and all of that. Her electricity had gone out, so she was with us for a couple of days. But I found some stuff at my mom's house. Let's see.
One thing about a door,
let's see.
They're going to be there.
And I started cutting things out, right, of the pages. Here's some quotables that I found in there. She had so many things. Even her tea box. I love green tea. I might do something that gives me peace. Drinking tea just to show y'all what kind of stuff. Here's another thing. Feeling good. This talks about, is stress contagious? Keeping your stress level down, right? This tea box, I can cut it up and make stuff out of. Lifetime, you know. This was from a little pamphlet that she got in the mail. I started cutting stuff up while I was at my mom's. Beautiful You. I'm just trying to show y'all the level of all the stuff that you can use in your, because it's about positive words, right? And so when we wake up in the morning, sometimes they say, well, not even sometimes. For me, if I start my day right, then the rest of the day should flow the way it needs to flow. Okay. With keeping stress levels down, with not getting nitpicky about the small stuff, all of that. Oh, here's something I found. 5 health tips that will never get old. 5 rules for lasting joy. I mean, it's just so much stuff. And what better way to have lasting joy, right? Than to do some crafting, right? I found little envelopes as if I don't have enough. So I found all these little tidbits at Mom's house. Love Inspired. She got these little samples here. All these little things. I could do little cutouts and use these to put in my journal.
In your mother's garage, she had books like Look.
Yeah, she does.
Life. Y'all remember Look? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, I mean, are y'all getting this now? For real? Hey, Donna Satterley.
Your mother had magazines. I hadn't seen.
She's got a bunch of stuff over there.
60.
I started just cutting stuff out.
I can't believe she kept that stuff.
She actually had a highlights book.
Oh my God, I love highlights.
Look at this.
At the dentist.
Life is a lake of memories to swim in. I needed to cut that out, y'all.
Imagine you just took that one word and you had a whole
and you
page.
Started journaling just from this.
Just from that. Using that as a starting point.
Wow. Oh, Miriam Splashes paints.
Oh, that's a good one.
Look, I said Miriam Splashes paste.
Yep, she says Tracey Bill. I saw one YouTube video on junk journals made from a closure from their grandmother's garter belt.
Oh my goodness.
As funny as that may seem, like, can you imagine finding something going through your grandmother, great grandmother's belongings, and she's been gone for a long time, and you come across this junk journal and you find something like that?
Yep. Look at this. This book, the thing that I liked about this, I don't even know what's in it, but it says Time for Me.
Thank you, Bootsy Sweetheart. She says,
Time for Me.
She says, wow. Hi, Tracey and Bill. Oh, did I miss a lot? Congratulations on your new channel name. Just coming off of a bit of a hiatus while healing from a total knee replacement in the holidays. Thank you for that. You wanted to have the Mindless crafting thing straight across the board. A lot of people were confused about where they could find us. Try to make it easy.
Yep, Mindless crafting so goes with us, So y'all, you can use all kinds of stuff for your covers. I mean, if you have circles that you worked on, if you have stuff like you see this right here, that was another heart that I had worked on. You can use that. If you have lace that you want to decorate your book with. Someone had sent me something, and this was in the packaging. I could put these on my pages, right? Not trying to overwhelm y'all, but just to pull some stuff together as we start to now be able to decorate the inside of our book. Tomorrow, we're going to do the outside cover, and we're going to start stamping some words in the book, and we might decorate some of the inside. So we have those next 2 days to kind of play. I hope y'all are getting a lot out of this. I hope y'all feel inspired to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to do this. I have I have to go find it. I have boxes of stuff. Imagine having handwritten letters. I used to write my mother love letters from college to my mom because that's what we did. We sent letters. We didn't have email when I was in college, and I missed her so much that we would write letters to each other. So I could find some of those and incorporate those into my journal, one of these journals or whichever, I think it'll be something that's lasting, because there's nothing like someone being gone from your life and not having anything to remember them by. I think this kind of gives you something to keep the memory of them and what they meant to you. I wonder if y'all are getting this. This can be so much more. You might say junk journal, but it's actually some type of something to capture your memories. And it's a nice way to kind of do it um, by having them in a book rather than everything just thrown into a drawer. How many of us just have stuff thrown into a drawer and you're like, what can I do with these? I have letters that I wrote to my sister in Hawaii, like letters that I wrote to my sister when she was stationed in Hawaii, and we would write each other back and forth. And so just all those things, plane tickets to different places, um, things you did with your kids when they were younger, you can turn all of that put in your junk journal, incorporate that into your junk journal.
Where is that?
So here's some of the other things. We talked about this yesterday. You can use stickers, calendars, magazines, tags, stamps, index cards, recipe cards, doilies, small envelopes, book pages, pockets, sticky notes, card cutouts, right? You might see a card with an ocean on the front of it, and you might want to do that too. I'm going to put the site. There's a site called artjournalist.com. I'm going to put that site down. And she has like a fun little junk journal supply scavenger hunt. And I'm going to put the website in the description so y'all can go to it. But she has a bunch of stuff that she says when you have a junk journal and you want to have art supplies. She has like a checklist. She has matchbooks, ticket stubs, travel brochures, receipts, bar coasters, restaurant coasters, pieces of a restaurant napkin. Someone said old greeting cards. Oh yes, could you imagine? There's some I don't throw away greeting cards. I can make a junk journal with just greeting cards. Maps and atlases, fabric scraps,
old games,
ribbon yarn, twine, mail order catalogs, cereal boxes, candy wrappers, tea bags, fruit and vegetable netting. Wow, now that's a good one. You could add texture to some of your pages using that. Someone asked if I was going to coffee stain. I think it was Ron Marquise asked if I was going to do some coffee staining. That might be a nice little video tutorial. Like, what am I going to use this for? How to do that, and then put it inside the journal. Bootsy Sweethearts. Hey, I found letters my mom wrote to my grandparents when she spent the summer at my great-grandmother's for the summer in the late 1930s. How precious would that be? Oh my goodness. Bonnie Reese says Scrabble letters. That's a good idea. I love Scrabble too. What about game boards that you have, like the games, and then there's pieces missing from them? You can put that. Or even if you did one where you had like a game that you love to play, or someone that that loves to play this game, and you took that whole game, I hate to say cut up the board.
Yes, cut up the board.
Cut up the board and make it into a journal using that as the spine and the cover. I think that would be fun too.
Even if you're wondering how to cut it, just go down to Staples or somewhere and have them cut it for you. You can make it happen.
You can do this, y'all.
Whatever your imagination can think of.
You can do this. Oh, Tammy Time. It's Tammy Time. I like that name. I have old Christmas and Valentine cards from the 30s and 50s.
Oh, you'd probably be afraid to cut those.
Oh no, she said from the 30s. 50 beautiful ones. I think I read that right.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Are y'all getting this? Maybe making one of these journals will help with my depression. Marianne,
I believe it will.
whatever, if you think that it will help, I think you should do it. I think you should do it.
Hi,
But
Paula
look
Kay.
around your house. Look around your house and look for things that you think can be journal pages, and stuff like that. Things you can put into your journal. I have a problem with throwing away ribbon, and so I don't want to throw like little scraps of ribbon that someone may have tied something together. Journal your birthday. What was your 50th birthday celebration like? You can journal that.
Miriam says, isn't it wonderful to reclaim the art of journaling and writing again?
Yes. I don't want to have my life on a Facebook post. Like I like to share really good things on Facebook, positive stuff, because I think there's so much negativity. So even if you were to look at my personal Facebook page, my Tracey Phillips Facebook page, you'll notice that I post stuff that's positive, because there's so much negativity going on in the world. I try to post things that's motivating, inspiring, but I want to be able to put it in something like this. What if you did that and just put your life journey into a book that can be handed down through generations? You know, so I'm just saying, I think these will make great gifts. I think these will make great gifts that will be cherished. So, how long we been on, babe?
66 minutes.
Okay. I hope this helped y'all. Tomorrow, don't forget to tune in. We're gonna start decorating the outside of our books, y'all. It's time to start decorating on the outside now and getting these together. We'll start stamping some of the words on the inside, just to give y'all, I'm so glad y'all are on this adventure with me. Just to start giving y'all some ideas for what you could do. Do I have it all figured out? I sure don't. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more things that we can put in our books as I go on this journey. I might be looking around the house and seeing what I could do.
You know what? On another note, Anna Daughtery, I love your name. Her name is Anna Daughtery, KJV only. And I say that because I have tried my best to look at every type of translation for the Bible, but it's something about the King James Version, for me personally, that makes me want to stick with that. And I think if I was that end of the name would be fitting for me, because that's how strong that thing is. Someone said something good.
Here it is. Y'all are putting up some good comments.
Linda Waters.
Yeah.
I never truly realized the treasure of someone's handwriting until I lost my daddy 18 years ago, my auntie 3 years ago, and my big brother 2 years ago. I cherish the handwritten random things now.
Yeah, that's my thing. I want to leave something. You know, I want to leave my imprint somewhere, you know? And someone's wondering, where do you get your stamp sets? You get them from our store, mindlesscrafting.com. Y'all have been making some cards with these and posting them in the group, so I'm super excited. These stamp out extremely clear, nice big letters, right? So I believe that y'all can do this. Look, I'm gonna do this again. I believe that y'all can do this. Y'all been praying for me, and that's why everything's been coming together each day. Continue to pray for us. The fact that I have the courage to do this live, right? To do this live can only come because I have peace within me, because my crafty family is praying for me, babe. And guess what? I've been going to sleep dreaming, right? Having a dream about what I want to put in my journal. And I have faith and hope that it's going to turn out okay. Love all of you. Y'all give me the strength to keep going. Success in life is this. being able to teach someone and leaving them with the feeling of, I can do this too. So when I see you post, that's success for me. When I see you post in the group and show me your pictures, it inspires me even more. You know, we may laugh and y'all may share your wisdom with us, and that makes me happy. But remember, you are beautiful.
Man.
You are incredible. You are amazing. Be great. Be happy. And that's it. Be blessed. I'm trying to use all of these words.
You're going to have it all in a book, huh?
I'll have it, everything in here.
Tracey, Debbie Wallace says, doing a little family history research, she found a copy online of her parents' wedding certificate.
Oh.
And seeing their signatures again, and before I was even born, it was such a thrill.
Oh my goodness. Yep. Bonnie Reese, you got it. Each one teach one. Y'all have a wonderful day. We're going to go ahead and sign off because we got to get your order shipped out. Y'all keep posting in the group. I'm looking. I may not comment on every single post, but I've been looking and it just makes me so happy. I mean, I'm just really excited right now. Y'all bring a friend. Tell them that what we're doing. You know, we're trying to spread positivity. Tell them what we're doing. We want to continue to be a wonderful and inspiring place on YouTube, on the intranet. On the intranet. We want to spread joy and positivity. You know, this is what the world is about. This is what we're meant to do. And so thank you all so much. We'll see you tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern for the next phase, the outside cover, stamping the words. So y'all go forward and spread joy.
And don't forget to post what you have been doing in the Mindless Crafting group. It's such a joy and to see everything that you're doing.
Take care, y'all. Bye.